What is up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at Fracctal TCG. We got access to their demo. Now, we're going to go ahead and just get into it a little bit. UI is pretty simple, straightforward. We got some guilds. Guilds have their own missions that you can contribute and be part of. And then, I don't know how this part works. I think you either donate cards or you get them as rewards, and then you can claim them with the XP from the guild. You got daily rewards for your logins, which they're not too bad. You do got a battle pass that they have in premium and the free battle pass. Each one of them looks like they give you a card pack typically, and some essence, which you can use to buy more card packs. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby!
Moving over to the daily missions, which we'll go do this one in just a second. I'll show you all a couple things with it. Missions and the weekly missions actually give you a fairly decent bit of essence, so I can't really complain too much. Card packs for the regular packs are 100 each, and then like the rare packs, even the standard packs are 100 each, but the rare packs, they're 250, and they just give you a little bit better chances. Alright guys, now since we've already ran through all that, one of the first things it's going to want you to do is run through adventure, which is your single player journey. You'll start off in plants, you'll make your way in a circle around, and then you'll finish with psychic before going to the center and doing the mixed. Alright, each one of these will grant you some essence and XP, and the master of each zone will give you a card pack of that type. So we'll just go ahead and hop into one of them, just to go ahead and show y'all what it's like. When it goes to solo adventures, all of them except for the last area will go ahead and spawn 2 people on your board and kind of push you in an advantage. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, the last area feels a lot more RNG based, and then like difficulty from all the side spots to the middle is such a huge ramp up that it probably would have done them better to actually like slow down this intro and not give you the boost, simply due to allowing you to actually test out and try the mechanics and be a little bit more accustomed, but it is what it is. Now, I'm not going to play a card because he'll lose this extinction in a second. If you notice, all of these cards that I currently have an evolution in the top right of their current little character card. It says evolves to X in 2 turns, so this guy will turn into this. So, and I think she also still gets that play buff. So we're just gonna drop this and we'll be chilling. Now also, if you notice in the bottom right over here, our fairy power just popped up. So basically, I don't have anybody I want to use it on right now, but the shadow one curses a character, causing their attack to go down by 1 every turn. Target ability to cancel monsters cursed. Man, we're just going to exit. So if it's your own card, you can actually cancel the triggers. This guy just evolved, so he lost all of his negative debuffs and can, you know, go about his day. And here we go with the fat dub. This guy's stealth, or else I would have showed all that. And then if you look at the top right or top left there, oh, my camera's covering it, but it does show you an active count for your challenges and stuff, so you don't have to go check after every single match. So I do think that's a nice, neat feature. Alright, let's get into some of the gripes. Is like practice, I don't believe you actually get any kind of essence for, so it's kind of annoying. Multiplayer is actually kind of cool, when you join this, if there's nobody else on, it sends an alert to Discord, letting everybody know that somebody's searching for a game, allow them, the possibility for somebody to see it, hop in there and join you. I think that's pretty lit. Another thing with their Discord is once you join their Discord, you can get a new arrival code and get 2 free packs to open up. So that's also a nice little reward. They do have tournaments hosted nightly. It looks like it's daily and nightly, and they have little ones throughout as well, as long as there's people online. Now then, if we go over to decks and go to deck builder, one of the things I wanted to show you guys is fairy powers. I'll do a brief explanation, and I'll be throwing up the actual text on screen so y'all can know exactly what each one does and how much they cost. The parentheses will be the mana cost. But basically, for fairy powers, whenever you play, or each deck, you can choose what your fairy power is. After you choose that, every time that you play a card of that type, so I play shadow cards with the shadow fairy, it counts up points. The way the points work is based off of each power has its own threshold you have to reach before you can use it. With the plant power, it's healing your character or any of your characters by 2 health. Costs 3 points. Your fire deals 1 damage, costs 3 points. Water allows you to draw a card, but that's 4 points. Earth gives you armor, which is 3 points. Ice freezes an enemy for 1 turn, which is 5 points. Electric allows you to give an electric monster haste, which is 6 points. Target becomes cursed, which is 2 points from Shadow. Psychic is 6 points, and that makes the opponent discard a card. With this, the only limitations they have for your deck building is you can only have 2 of each card. So like you can't have more than 2, and you can only have 30 cards. So you can have 3 of the same card, but if you want 1 or 2 of them, you can have them. If you want them from any of the types, you can have them. It doesn't matter how many types you pick, it allows you to pick all of them. I do think that's pretty cool for like theory crafting and deck building aspects. However, longevity wise, I see that being a problem where if you're trying to hit a certain niche of card type where it's lacking in one field and you're trying to save it there, it might be able to be abused from other cards. So we'll see how the balancing and all that plays out with that. Another thing I saw is it seems like the daily missions and the weekly missions gives you a fairly decent amount of essence to get more card packs. I don't like the fact that you can't actually build a card. Like I can't make this card. I have to get it from opening packs. I think that's kind of obnoxious. I do think that I don't want to speak without knowing for sure. I think these ones you can actually purchase with their frac tokens using the blockchain or whatever, which I disagree with that. I don't like that. They said they only involved Web3 because of their previous game involving it, so they wanted to have their old players still be satisfied with that. So if that's actually the case, then it is what it is, but I'm still just not a huge fan of that. I don't think that Bitcoin or blockchain should be involved with gaming. So that's my take on that. I also, like I said, I'm worried about the longevity with balancing and everything. I do feel like this is a pretty good casual game though. Like I can easily jump into this and just like throw in a couple games and get off of it, be like satisfied with the time that I spent. Overall, I'd say it's probably like a 7 out of 10 right now. Not bad at all. Definitely not Magic or Hearthstone level yet, but I do think it has some potential depending on what they do with it. We'll just see where the devs take it from here, man. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this video. If y'all liked it, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you really like this. Is one of my first like long-term or long-form contents, and it's reviews. So We'll see how it does. Putting like 10 packs that I did earlier today. Not gonna lie, I don't have the best responses to it, but god dang is that